I decided to spend my first winter in Bulgaria in the Rhodope Mountains. I've been warned about the harsh conditions, so I expected and prepared myself for the worst. In this video, I want to take you throughout my day living alone in a tucked away mountain village when temperatures drop way below zero and the landscape gets covered in thick snow. I show you how we keep warm in traditional Bulgarian stone houses that don't succumb to usual standards of insulation and don't have central heating. I give you a glimpse into my everyday life and routines. I hope you enjoy this calm and slow-paced video. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rhodope Mountains. I've been staying here for 2 months now, and I have experienced real snowfall, not just a few millimeters. And I've also experienced freezing cold. So in today's video, I want to talk about and focus a little bit on surviving the harsh winter conditions that many people warned me about. Perhaps snow isn't really that big of an issue, especially because we haven't had so much of it. I feel like when I'm looking at what's going on with weather around Europe, it's been so much worse, and also like Canada, North America. They had like huge snow blizzards, and here it was like 10 centimeters maybe. But we did have really cold temperatures. I think it was like -11, -12, which is probably the coldest I have experienced in the recent years. And especially the issue here is the houses don't have central heating. So I've been staying in 2 different houses in the same village, both of them very traditional mountain Rhodope stone houses that don't have central heating. They just have heating with wood burners. So the houses are actually pretty cold, especially the one I'm staying in now. You can see behind me, this is a small pechka that's in the bedroom. And that's it for the entire house where I'm staying. Part of the house is completely blocked now, so I'm only heating this space, and there's like a kitchen space, entrance, and dining room, which is not heated. And in -11, it was really cold. I do have an electric heater just in case if it's like really freezing, and I sometimes use it for half an hour to warm up. But as you know, they used insane amounts of energy. So I'm trying to be very thoughtful about how to use it. And with the big space in the kitchen, that heater, like, it just does not heat the space. The main issue is we don't have double glazed windows here. These are the windows. And if I put my hand here, I can feel the draft, and it's same in the rest of the house. Whereas in the previous house, we did have, even though there were old wooden windows, there were double glazed, and it was such a big difference. Like, you can warm up a space, a much bigger space, so much faster than here. You probably also noticed that there's radiators here. Well, there is heating with a pellet burner, and the owner did ask me if I want to use the pellet burner. The issue is it's insanely costly to do that, to warm up the house. So I think you need 3 bags of pellets per day. You have to keep it going non-stop. And I think 1 bag, I have to check, but I think she might have said either 7 leva or 7 euros. But imagine if you're here for a month, that's a big expense compared to the wood, which is for free. I do have to chop up a little bit of wood every once in a while, but that's not an issue. Like, I'm a pro now. But yeah, it's been very, very cold, especially when I was trying to cook in the kitchen. Actually, the olive oil froze, and a lot of the things actually froze because it's just not heated. So I do try to stay cozy inside this room. The good thing is this bed is very cozy and I haven't felt cold here sleeping, whereas in the previous house I have, because my bedroom was really badly insulated and didn't have any kind of heating except the electric heater, which was again super costly, so I had to be cautious about how much I use it. Here, like, I sleep in my very cozy sleepwear, I will say, because it's not an actual pajamas, but I actually bought pieces that are super cozy, comfy, and warm. And the last few days, actually, I was too hot. And there's a heating blanket underneath that I never had to use. And usually I stop heating. Do you see the cat behind there? Yeah. Are you warming up? Usually I stop heating like the burner around 8, and I go to bed at like 11, just because, yeah, the temperature, like, I don't need to sleep in a hot environment, you know? So that's been great. Yeah, the only issue was really in the kitchen trying to cook whilst my hands are freezing. Like, even if I was wearing my big snuggly blanket thing like this, it was still so freezing. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I was expecting worse. I was prepared for worse, so I'm quite pleased. The low temperatures were only a couple of days, and now it's been pretty warm. It's raining in the mountains, so it's not even snowing, so it's been above zero a lot. So yeah, I'm quite satisfied, but at the same time I thought that I would experience like proper Bulgarian harsh winter. You know. So yeah, I was ready for that, but I think I might not get it. And that's the thing, like with the weather and the seasons, you never know. Some winters are super cold and there's a lot of snow, and some winters are very mild. So I think I just got the mild version of it, but we don't know. My neighbor said that the most snow they had last year was actually in April. And yeah, so it's end of January now and pretty warm. I think the hardest thing that I didn't really expect was keeping the fire alive the entire day. It's just because I'm used to like falling into my zone, into the flow when I'm editing or watching YouTube or whatever I'm doing. When you have a wood burner, you have to attend to it like pretty much all the time, every 15, 20, 30 minutes, depending on what kind of wood you're burning. So that's been like, yeah, because starting the fire, it just takes time and effort. So you don't want to be starting the fire 5 times per day. So I try to like put a good fire on and just keep it alive. And then second problem is that a lot of the time the air pressure outside is very low, so the burner has actually a lot of issues on like trying to get the airflow going out the chimney. So the pressure would be pressing down the fire and the smoke especially. It can be really dangerous if you get smoke in the room, because carbon monoxide, I mean, it can kill you. The only thing I would invest if this was my own house is a smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector, just because, yeah, a lot of the times I get a lot of smoke in the room, and so it's also an issue warming it up if it's smoky, because I have to open the windows and doors all the time and just let in cold air again. So yeah, it's a lot of work keeping the room warm, keeping myself warm and not die of poisoning. yeah, it's been fun. Who is excited? There's snow. You're excited. Yeah, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Oh. Yeah. There you go. Okay, girly. Walking up the mountain in snow reminds me of my dad's stories. I'm sure that a lot of older people from that generation have this story of how they were walking to school in knee-deep snow and like for 10 kilometers every day, all winter, something like that. But yeah, it's not as bad. Whenever I do feel like it's hard or difficult, I just remember how it was in the military. Nothing beats that. Nothing is as bad as training in the military. So this is just a lovely walk in snow up the mountain. Today, unfortunately, there isn't much of a view. It's very foggy, but at least it's much warmer now. And I always have some company. Where are you? There's always some dog from the village coming up with me. Actually, the most difficult thing about this whole walk in snow up the mountain is the fact that under this snow there's ice, and yesterday I fell 3 times going up and down. So today I brought a stick and I'm just trying to be a little bit more careful where I walk, but yeah, it's very hard. You cannot see that where the ice is, so I'm just trying to remember from the previous days when I was walking up. But yeah, otherwise it's a nice little exercise. All right, let's get down and let's get warmed up. day, there is nothing better than a bowl of hot soup. The obvious and instant solution of how to stay or make yourself warm is obviously to put on warm clothes. Like, I'm wearing a wool sweater and underneath I have like a military underwear, which is amazing. If you've been to the military, you know that that's the good stuff. Same goes for like socks. You need to keep your feet warm, so I wear 2 pairs of socks. So first, this is like wool handmade knitted socks, and then on top I put this super chunky warm socks that I got together with this like blanket hoodie coverall thing. When it's cold, the fashion doesn't matter. It just matters that you're warm. These blankets, like the Rhodope blankets, are also amazing. Look at them, how cute they are. So yeah, blankets to keep you warm. A lot of people I saw, they wear like fur. I don't have fur. I'm kind of like creeped out about it. But fur is like one of the best things to keep warm. And then warm food and drink. My favorites are instant noodles or just any kind of soup. I love making soup, especially like pumpkin soups and things like that. And hot cocoa, tea, and as a preventive medicine, rakia.